What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a major match not happening at Elimination Chamber because of Roman Reigns, Bayley call out AJ Lee for the Royal Rumble, more WWE superstars entering free agency, 2 Raw superstars ready to return, the talent needs to step up, Sean Waltman shuts down Royal Rumble return rumors, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, Wrestlelamia.com. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. At first, we're looking at a major match not happening at Elimination Chamber due to Roman Reigns. On top of today's news is a report that a rumored major match won't be taking place at the WWE's 24th February Elimination Chamber PLE in Perth, Australia. Meltzer is reporting in this week's Observer that, regarding the Reigns vs Rock match, while I presume it's WrestleMania and could possibly be a 3-way with Rhodes, but I don't think that will come out until many weeks from now, what we did have confirmed is that the Australia rumors aren't accurate. Reigns is not even scheduled for the show, he's never been advertised and there are no plans for him for that date right now. The WWE Universe has been buzzing about a Rock vs Roman Reigns match taking place ever since The Rock's surprise return at Raw's Day 1 episode, and the People's Champ subtly calling out the Tribal Chief. Mix this with the past story that the Australian tourism officials requested The Rock work the show, and it's easy to see why some fans felt the big match might happen in Australia. What do you guys think of this? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Jim Ross reveals end of his AEW contract. It's the end of an era as Jim Ross reveals the end of his AEW contract. However, another era is ending, and that of the career of wrestler Sting. Now Jim Ross is discussing when his current deal with AEW expires and whether he'll be at AEW Revolution to call Sting's retirement match. Good old JR was chatting with his Grillin' JR podcast co-host Conrad Thompson on the latest edition of their show when the subject of Ross's AEW contract came up. During the conversation, the Hall of Famer told Conrad that his AEW deal expires on 14th February. I like to finish up in AEW. I gotta be realistic about things, Connie. We talk about these birthdays and I'm the same age as Nick Saban and Bill Belichick and all these cats. I love working with AEW. Sting is scheduled to wrestle his last match at AEW's Revolution pay-per-view. The show doesn't take place until March 3rd, so does that mean Ross won't be around to call it? While it's unknown whether Ross intends to sign a new deal with AEW, he told Conrad, I mentioned that calling Sting's last match at Revolution to Tony Khan last night. He agreed, it's only right, it makes sense. This is great news as Ross called out many of Sting's matches during the Stinger's early run in wrestling, including Mid-South Wrestling, Jim Crockett Promotions, and World Championship Wrestling. Pairing Ross with Tony Schiavone, who called even more of Sting's matches than Ross, makes sense. What do you guys think is next for Jim Ross? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Bayley calls out AJ Lee for the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is just 2 weeks away and there's plenty of speculation about surprise returns and debuts both by fans and WWE superstars. Current SmackDown superstar Bayley recently appeared on the Gabby AF podcast and discussed potential surprise participants. Whoever wants to do a surprise entrance, just get ready to get thrown out by me. Mickie James is always awesome. I would love to see her again. Her music hits hard. A wrestling's role model chatted up some of the returns, saying Trish and Lita are always fun to get those reactions, although they were just not around too long. Still a good reaction. However, one name in particular has fans buzzing, especially since this wrestler's name has come up online ever since her husband's return at Survivor Series. In an interview I just had, they brought up AJ Lee since CM Punk is here. I wouldn't mind that, I might actually let her throw me over the top rope if she comes back. That's how much I respect her. The WWE Universe seems eager for AJ Lee to return to the company in some capacity, and apparently so is Bayley. Do you think AJ Lee could show up at the Rumble with a big surprise return? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, more WWE superstars entering free agency. It looks like 2024 is going to be a big year for several WWE superstars as their WWE deals are reportedly ending at various times this year. Ringside News recently reported on WWE inking a new long-term deals with superstars such as Dominic and Rey Mysterio, Bayley and Charlotte Flair. However, the news site also noted that Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch and Ricochet will become free agents. Now that the Endeavor WWE merger is over, TKO Holdings appears to be ready to lock down as much talent as possible to long-term deals. However, you can be certain other promotions will be waiting with their checkbooks. Next up, 2 Raw superstars ready to return. It's good news for fans of Xavier Woods and Sheamus, as Meltzer reported in the latest Observer that both Sheamus and Woods are expected back over the next few weeks. It'll be interesting to see what programs the two work in. Next up, a WWE talent needs to step up. Now, is Kevin Patrick's days as SmackDown announcer numbered? A new report from PW Insider Elite indicates that WWE is watching the Blue Brand's new lead announcer's work to see if it can succeed without Michael Cole's presence. PW Insider noted that WWE feels Patrick really needs to step it up. Fans have seen TKO Holdings make many changes to the WWE since the promotion merged with Endeavor, and replacing Patrick seems likely if TKO isn't happy with his performance. How would you guys rate Kevin Patrick's performance as an announcer? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Matt Riddle reveals Brock Lesnar throttled him backstage. Matt Riddle claims Brock Lesnar grabbed him by the neck backstage, a situation Riddle and Lesnar fans will undoubtedly be interested in learning about. Riddle has been talking at length about his run in WWE following the expiration of his non-compete clause. Riddle recently claimed he was slated to win the 2022 Money in the Bank briefcase until Vince McMahon changed his mind, but now Wrestling's Ultimate Bro claims that things got dicey during a backstage encounter with Lesnar at the 2020 Rumble. While there have been rumors about a confrontation taking place, this may be enough to confirm that the rumors may be true. Riddle opened up about the situation during a recent virtual signing for Signed by the Superstars. First I met him, I talked a lot of trash, so I kinda had it coming. I thought it was an all good spirit and good fun, plus I was on the indies, never thought I'd ever get signed. Talking trash is an understatement. Riddle called out Lesnar in interviews and tagged him on social media even though Riddle was still working in NXT. Some observers speculated Riddle was hoping to generate enough controversy for the WWE to book a match between him and the Beast incarnate, and that didn't happen, but Riddle received an up-close and personal response from Lesnar. So I'm at the Royal Rumble, my first time on the main roster. I'm super stoked and I see Brock Lesnar and he walks next to me. I'm like, what's up dude? Then all of a sudden his security guard, who I'm good friends with now, came up behind us and he goes, you need help with this? And I'm like, what? And then Brock grabs me by the neck. And he didn't like ragdoll me, but he grabbed me by the neck, then proceeded to tell me we would never work together and to keep my effing mouth shut. This wouldn't be the only time Riddle's fondness for speaking his mind got him into trouble. In 2023, he opened up about just how hurt Randy Orton was, a revelation that WWE reportedly didn't appreciate. Add in Riddle's rumored wellness policy violations and other stuff, and it's easy to see why WWE parted ways with Riddle. At least Riddle can be grateful he didn't part ways with his head when Lesnar confronted him. What do you guys think of this story? Is Riddle making it up? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Sean Waltman shuts down Royal Rumble return rumors. Should Sean Waltman fans expect a two-time Hall of Famer back in this year's Royal Rumble? Despite rumors he's training for a return, he tweeted, I could still go at a drop of a hat, at least for a few minutes. I could do all my kicks except the one in the corner, and I can do that again with a few weeks training. I'm at least a month away from taking my shirt off in public, so zero chance I'll be in the Rumble. Now when someone says they're not going to be at the Rumble, it's usually a case that they will be at the Rumble. And finally, Ric Flair wants to be more physical in AEW. Ugh. Last but not least is Ric Flair looking for more physicality. Despite AEW's repeated assurances that the 74-year-old wrestling great won't be working any matches, Ric Flair's been doing his best to get into the ring, whether it's to throw a few chops and an eye poke on Powerhouse Hobbs as he did on the 10th January Dynamite, or any extracurricular antics outside the ring. And our Fightful Select is reporting that Flair has been lobbying AEW for more physical spots. Hopefully AEW will do whatever it can to protect Flair from himself. The idea of Flair going through a table or some other nonsense is ridiculous, regardless of whether Flair is willing to do it. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.